Alright, so we're going to move right into the driver swing now. So, I got my hitting station here. I'm going to tee my ball up. First question as I put the ball on the ground. How high do you tee it up? Anybody?
Well, I've seen a lot of people tee it up where the ball is half on the top of the club.
Excellent answer. That's what I was looking for. So typically that's what you're going to see. Halfway over the crown of the driver. That's exactly a perfect, good reference point if you're looking for how high you want to tee it up. What I do personally with these, we don't have the large tees here. We have just the kind of standard size tee. For me, how I put it in, just so that tee is just in the ground. I like a high tee. I'm a high tee player. We're going to talk about the driver now. And with the driver, we have it up on a tee, sitting high. Obviously the head's bigger, that's why you're going to want to tee it up. But in order to get the most out of it, it's kind of like, I like to always use my biggest reference to somebody to understand how a golf ball launched off a tee with a driver, is if I was a quarterback, my receiver's running the fly route, trying to throw the Hail Mary, and I want to throw it to him so it lands in his hands while he's still running. I got to do that kind of on a tilted angle, get that ball to not go too high, not go too low, be on that right trajectory. And that's kind of the exact same thing we're doing with the driver, is try to maximize it, to hit it as far as you can. So you don't want it too high, you don't want it too low as far as how it flies. So if I hit down on it, right, if I have a blow that's going to come downward angle on it like that, that's going to create a lot of spin, that's going to go way too high. So with the driver, it's up on a tee, we actually want to try to hit it on the upswing. So coming back to ball position, it's going to be right inside my left foot, as always with the long clubs. And from there, as I said, we want to hit it on the upswing. All I'm going to do to try to achieve that is change my setup just ever so slightly by, if my sternum's right here, I'm parallel as how I would normally stand, right? Arms hanging natural, everything we talked about. I'm just going to feel it's going to tilt just slightly away from the target. So a good reference checkpoint, you really want to get some good feel, is I put the club right in between my legs, kind of right on my belt buckle like this. I tilt until that club is right on the inside of my left leg, and there I am. I'm tilted away from the target. So for me, that's always been a good way to set up, to get myself. You don't want to go too much. If I get too tilted like this, what's going to happen? I'm going to try to get back here and swing, and I'm so much side bend that there's no way I can, one, get all the way through it. And I'm going to kind of not be able to release it and kind of what I call play underneath it, which would mean I'm going to come underneath like this. Number two, why I don't want that is you can probably see how uncomfortable this looks on my back. Not good. We always want to protect the back on our large muscles. So what we want to do is stay nice and tall, and you don't want to go too much tilt, just enough to where I'm just slightly tilted away from the target. Don't overdo it. Just a little bit of it is plenty. And from there, all 5'7" of me, nice and tall, unlock my knees, and here I am, arms hanging natural. From there now, it's exactly what we said with the fairway woods. Wide, straight back, coming from the inside, try to create some speed is really what we want to do. So one of the things I like to do when I'm talking speed is sometimes I flip the club over just to give myself the feel of how to swing it faster. And you can hear it as I swing it, and you don't want to hear all the swish back here. You want that swish right near the ball going forward. Just like that. And then when I finish, nice and tall, belt buckle at the target, chest at the target, and get myself through it. So it's definitely trying to swing it fast, but if you get too fast and you try to use your hands instead of our big muscles and let our body really create this speed, that's when you're going to get into some trouble. Back to what I said with the fairway wood, where you need to keep this soft and really let that club swing freely, it is extremely important with the driver. Anybody I ever see who hits the big slice, it's usually because they come in this direction with the club, and their hands are so tight, there is no chance of it releasing. If I'm swinging like this, and that face ends up pointed towards the sky when I'm finished, that's a wide open club face that's going that way, guaranteed. So, nice and smooth to be able just to let gravity and the speed we're creating, let the club release and stay nice and tall. Really important for me, just let the club do the work. It's really hard at first, but once you see like how just being smooth goes a lot further, you'll get used to it pretty quickly.
I think that went to the mountain.
See, I didn't swing hard. All I did was just rotate the upper body, use my legs to get through. I had that little bit of side tilt going. That allowed me to hit up on it, and my left side is nice and relaxed. It's like I have a baby bird in my hand. I'm not going to squeeze him. I'm going to let him live inside my hands. 1.
I think that's to the wash past practice range.
When you do the tilt, that's new. I have never heard of that.
I've never
before.
heard that either.
No?
Now,
Yeah,
when I just did it, I'm curious if you feel. I feel like my hip also goes from right to left. Is that you're supposed to do that? When I tilt, I feel like I'm going this way.
You want to still be square. You might get that feel a little bit. So just reference point is just to make sure you're going to be square. I don't have a tall enough